WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace.
England football finished here, Palace 2, Leicester 2. Yes, we didn't win, we didn't lose, but my gosh, what a terrible game of football.
we were terrible.
Up the Palace, here he goes.
we were really slow on the ball. You know, where we should be taking maybe 1, 2 touches, taking 3, 4, 5 touches, allowed Leicester to get back into their shape. Covered on tactical, like they are good. They're good when they're in that low block. They know they're an organised team, and we just allowed them to be comfortable. On top of that, I think a lot of that was maybe the players. I think the players that even we rely on were terrible. Like Wharton has been brilliant pretty much every game apart from this one. Gay was terrible today. To be honest, the only people who I would say maybe actually kind of had a good game was the subs, which fair play to Glasner. I thought was quite good when he came on. Obviously won us a penalty. Maybe at a push, Nketiah I thought was pretty bright when he was on the ball. But besides that, everyone was terrible. Like Eze kept dropping too deep. Decore looked really off it. Like he's clearly not match fit. Obviously he was out for 9 months. Like whereas before we were seeing him take like 1, 2, at the most 3 touches and then passing it. He was really pressable today, and I think Leicester really exploited that. Wharton had so many balls going astray. Mateta might as well just not been on the pitch for 90% of the time. Munoz was really isolated. Lacroix obviously is his first game getting into it. He was on the left-hand side, then he got shifted to the right-hand side. Klein looked really scared on the ball. I don't know why, because he's been really good this season. But suddenly Henderson, I think he should have done a bit better for their first goal. He hesitated, and I think that's what allowed them to get around him. Who am I missing? Hughes was all right when he came on, to be fair. I'll give him that. And that's it.
You mentioned we were tactically slow. Like, what do you think the reason was for that? You know, because I think we ended with like 60+% possession. That means nothing if we're not actually creating anything.
I mean, Steve Cooper's sides don't care about having possession. Like we saw that with Nottingham Forest last season. We're seeing that again this season with Leicester. I think they they did switch up a little bit because they didn't really tend to press in earlier games this season. But this game, they did press us, and I think they caught us. I don't think we were necessarily expecting it. And every time we were about to receive the ball, they made sure they had a player on us at all times. And I think it just kind of scared us and threw us off a little bit. And where you maybe have like that 1 or 2 touches to then pick a pass through the lines, we just didn't have that today, and I think we just weren't ready for it.
Who's your man of the match?
Nketiah, I guess. But I mean, he's getting a 5 out of 10 for me, so what does that say about everyone else?
Up the Palace.
Up the Palace. Eagles.